The Filippi Winery is celebrating the 95th harvest here in Rancho Cucamonga. David Wiley shows us why the winery is an important part of the city's history.
The Joseph Filippi Winery is a Rancho Cucamonga landmark that is carrying on the long Rancho Cucamonga tradition of producing top-quality wines. Celebrating its 95th harvest this year, 5 generations of the Filippi family have pursued winemaking here in the Cucamonga Valley.
In 1922 was the first harvest, commercially operating. My grandfather and my great-grandfather. But my great-grandfather came here in 1904 and worked for the Italian Vineyard Company in Guasti.
It's hard to imagine, but Guasti and the whole Cucamonga Valley region was filled with vineyards and wineries in the early part of the last century. But those numbers dwindled over the years as grapes gave way to development. Today, Filippi Winery remains one of the few active wineries in the region. While smaller than in the past, the Filippi Winery still maintains 30 acres of vineyards, growing red varietals and producing top-notch wine out of this historic building along Baseline Road.
The grape that we grow and the wines we make have changed for the better. We're growing grape that no one ever has before here now.
And much of the credit for the good local grapes used in their delicious red wines come from 2 factors.
The dirt, the heat,
red grape.
good red wines.
I think it makes some really good grape. It intensifies like the Petite Syrah and gives bold Zinfandels.
And while the Filippi Winery has just wrapped up its 95th harvest, the winemaking process is a year-round endeavor.
Yeah, harvest is the crazy time. You know, we have all the grapes coming in and there's a lot going on, and, you know, can get kind of dirty and long hours. But, you know, the rest of the year, it's making sure the wines are aging well and just working on making the best wine we can.
And making the best wine possible is part of the long family tradition here at the Filippi Winery.
We still want to do what my grandfather always said, and his intentions were to give a good bottle of wine at a good price. And our wine is good, and the prices are very good.
These fantastic award-winning wines are available to the public at the historic Filippi Winery Tasting Room at 12467 Baseline Road. They're open Tuesday through Sunday. It's a fun place to hang out. They have regular events that include Taco Tuesday. They're also available for hosting special events. Wines can also be ordered online at josephfilippiwinery.com, and they have a wine club that will send you selected premium wines every 3 months. Visit the Filippi Winery for great wine and a look back at the winemaking history of Rancho Cucamonga. I'm David Wiley for RC Spotlight.